Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And as you can see on the screen, what this lesson is, going into, I'm going to just touch on it a little bit. It says, House passes defense bill automatically registering men ages 18, 26 for draft. The selective service is already mandatory for male U.S. citizens ages 18 to 24. So, hey, we've been telling you that this was coming, which is the title of this lesson. You know, we told you it was coming, and what you gonna do? You got so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in this country. Going gun ho, killing their people. Well, you're gonna have a chance to use whatever as you would say skills you have to commit evil, man. The evil that you think to or that you do commit to your own people, hey, it's about to be put to the test. Because I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, this ain't gonna happen." They're not. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen because you see all the aggression from Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and this country is pretty much, everybody has pretty much found out that America is finished, man. Everybody knows that Babylon the Great America is weak. So these other nations, they lining up Babylon. They coming together. This is gonna be a war fought outside and inside of America, Babylon the Great, man. Right? Because what you had, for the past 2-3 years, an influx of migrants, so-called migrants, because some of them are our people, but you have all nations coming through the border. And what do you think those nations, what do you think they plan to do when they get the word, man? There's going to be an invasion, which some, people are already calling it that. There's going to be an invasion, right? Inside this country, and it's going to happen at the snap of a finger. While you so-called Negroes is out here playing games, worrying about fucking Juneteenth and July 4th and all these holidays where you can cook out and act a fool. It's about to be a war in this country, man. And a lot of y'all are going to be drafted to fight in it. And guess what? You're not coming back, man. Because this is the last war. This war is going to be nuclear. As it tells you in Isaiah 9:5, wars of the past have been basically men, with shields and swords and garments rolled in blood. But this war is going to be a war that is nuclear, man. And the Bible speaks about it. So let me get this before I read this article. This is in Ecclesiastes, because this is all the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. How a lot of people would say that the Lord is all love, 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 love. So why is a war taking place? If the Lord is coming back for the world, Salaki. Yeah, Salaki. If the Lord, Salaki, if the Lord is for the whole world, and He's all about love, why is this about to take place, man? Why are millions and billions of people about to be destroyed, man? Right? Because this is the will of the Lord. The Lord is, matter of fact, let me get that first. This is Exodus, right? Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war, right? So the Lord is not all about love, man. The Lord said what? Let me see. Let me get it real quick. Salakia. Proverbs. Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord. So there has to be a balance, man. Yeah, the Lord can be all love, but the balance would be the Lord is hate too. The Lord is love, he's hate, he's happy, he's angry. Pretty much all the feelings you get, as a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All men on the planet, period, man. Right? It says, Proverbs 11 and 1 again, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So the Lord delights in this thing happening, man. And it's going to happen. Back, Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Straight to the point, man. Straight to the point. And this is the time for war. This is the time for war, man. Right? Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. We are under heaven. Right? So the Lord said it's a time and a place for everything, right? Right? Verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. So we do have a time to hate. And this is the time that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ought to be hating America, man. You should want to get away out of, man, you should want to just distance and separate yourself from America spiritually, right? It says, verse 8, Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So what time do you think we in? What you seeing this on the screen? We're about to come in that time of war, man. There's been rumors of wars being told throughout, the earth, how America is the enemy, how these countries hate America, right? Furthermore, how this world is starting to hate you so-called white people, man. Esau, Edom, right? And those people over there in Russia, Ukraine, Finland, Britain, uh, 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 whether it's China, Iran, all those are heathens. They're all heathen nations, but those Russians, those are Edomites. Ukrainians, Edomites, right? Those people over there in Britain, those are Edomites. Over here in America, the ones that run this earth, that all considered the wicked, those are Edomites, man. And we're on the way out. They're on their way out, man. Because the Lord said what? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. So we're at the end of Esau Edom's rulership, man. Right? So let's read some of this. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing the elect is edified. The elect is edified. Shalom. It said, this is from Fox News. This came out June 14th, 2024. It says, House passes defense bill automatically registering men 18 to 26 for draft. Right? Then you got the video. I'll probably play it. It says the House representative passed a measure on Friday automatically registering men ages 18 to 26 for selective service. It was part of the annual National Defense Authorization Act, right? Which sets out the U.S. government's military and national security priorities over the next fiscal year. So this country, how people like to, Salakia, 1 second, y'all, 1 second. Salakia. So they know, man. They know that this country is headed to war. There's no getting out of this. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna draft a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to fight in this war, man. And if you deny, if you don't want to, you go into jail. Or they might just forcibly take you out your house and put you on a plane and strap you up until you get out there, man. And shed your blood for the American cause. And you ain't gonna have no strength because, hey, guess what? You under curses. And you're, you know, subjected to this devil, man. Right? So it says this year's NDAA authorizes eight 895.2 billion in military spending and 9 billion increase from fiscal 2024. It says while it hasn't been invoked in over a half a century, it's mandatory for all male U.S. citizens to register for the Selective Service, also known as the military draft, when they turn 18. Failure to register is classified as a felony and comes with a host of legal challenges. This is another uh uh um Salakia. It escapes me, man. Unrighteous decree. This is another unrighteous decree from the devil and the wicked. It says supporters of the amendment argue that it would cut down on bureaucratic red tape and help U.S. citizens avoid unnecessary legal issues, as well as cutting down on the taxpayers' dollars going toward prosecuting those cases, right? So, pretty much they they with this, man. They with this. The powers that be, the senators, the politicians, the government officials, they're all with this, man. And they telling, hey, we're going to war. So we're gonna have to recruit. And guess what? This is all the this is all the work of the Lord. Right? It says it was led by Representative Christy Houlihan, I guess is Democratic, PA, and passed in the House Armed Services Committee, the version of NDAA in May. The NDAA advanced through the committee in an overwhelming 57-1 vote. And this is the old decrepit devil, which she's for this, but she won't put her sons in this war, right? She's excused if she does have kids. And a lot of these government officials and these House representatives, their kids are not fighting in this war, man. They want you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They want you Israelites to go to fight, man. It says by using available federal database, the Selective Service Agency will be able to register all of the individuals required. Salakia, hold on a second. Khan, Salakia. It says by using available federal databases, the Selective Service Agency will be able to register all the individuals required and thus help ensure that any future military draft is fair and equitable. Houlihan said during debate last month, according to Defense News. This will also allow us to rededicate resources, basically that means money, toward reading readiness and toward mobilization rather than toward education and advertising campaigns driven to register people. Yeah, because they put you in these school systems. They don't give a shit about, teaching you nothing that is of any substance. They want you to be a slave, and when it's time to go to war, they want you to sign up. You know, and through war brings billions and trillions of dollars. So, hey, the America Babylon the Great has no choice but to go to war, man. Right? But this is going to be a war that is not going to be won by America. They basically sending every one of you that is in this war, this third world's war, to a suicide mission. It says the NDAA also includes the largest ever military pay raise in history, with 19.5% increase for junior enlisted troops and 4.5 increase for others. Because the younger you are, the more mobile you are, the more strength you got. It also included funding for 2 new Virginia-class submarines and the establishment of a drone force within the U.S. Army, among other provisions. So, hey, man, you can go read this. This is on Fox News. You can look it up. I'm still learning how to, put the links in where I can put it in the video and things like that. So, Salakia for that. But let me play this real quick. This is 4 minutes 53 seconds. Let me. And another thing is that they're doing this and forcing this because nobody wants to fight for America no more. Right? And that's also in the scripture. Nobody wants to fight for America no more because everybody see how wicked and evil this country is. Right? And they see how, their rights are being stripped, how the civilians are being treated in this country. And they're seeing that the people that are not U.S. citizens are being treated better than them. Why should they fight for a country that don't give a shit about them, man? Right? So this is Jeremiah 51:30. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Yeah, so they don't want to fight, man. Right? They don't want to fight for this country. It says, they have remained in their holds. Yeah, they chilling. They're like, man, to hell with some draft, man. I don't want to do that. I'm good with working. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make ends meet. The hell I want to fight for them for? It says, their might have failed. They became as women. Yeah. And I didn't hear nothing about women being drafted, but that's coming too. They saying males, but you women, you wanted, you damn feminist women, you wanted equality. Well, here it is. And guess what? They putting you on the front lines. You're going to be the first ones to go out. And let me read that again. Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to shew the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. So this place is already taken, right? Like I said earlier, through the border. So there's going to be a war on the soil of America as long as, along with a war going on in Jehoshaphat, man, which is the valley of decision, the valley of the Lord's judgment, which is over there in the so-called Middle East, man. So this is about to take place, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all the hate you have towards your people, hey, you're going to get paid back for that. You're going to be paid back for that, man. So let's play this, and then we're going to get a couple more. We're going to shut it down.
Are you looking for a challenging and rewarding way to improve your fitness and learn how to defend yourself?
So why is the military recruitment in this country such a mess? That's just what one of the topics Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Pete Hexas addresses in his new book, War on Warriors: Behind the Betrayal of the Men Who Keep Us Free, which is out today, and you should pick it up. In the book, Pete Wright.
That's right. It's out today, and a portion of it is about recruiting. Why aren't guys joining? And I wrote, we can't wait to recruit our largest and most important military demo until a crisis occurs. That's normal, strong men. But that's just what the Biden woke policies have done. A social justice military fails to recruit the masculine men who make up our warrior class. No wonder there is a massive recruiting crisis in our military today, and there is.
So,
And why is that? Why is that, man? Because you done effeminize the men over here in this country, man. Right? I can't tell you how many men I've seen over here, effeminate, man. Men act like women over here. Women act
Are you
like
still
men.
paying for credit card processing fees
Salakia.
with the FIDE's bank card?
Salakia. Yeah, men act like women, and women act like men. So it's crazy, man. So they're saying this is the cause. This is the cause of why, recruiting has went down. Salakia. I don't know how I lost that video, but yeah, that's insane. Right? Yeah, I don't know. That was. Let me see if I can find it again. But yeah, this is why there's a significant drop in recruitment for the military. Salaki, I don't know what's going on with this thing. All right. Why there's so much why so many effeminate men out here acting like women? This is why the recruitment process is at an all-time low, because nobody, is manly, masculine. You push demasculation in this society. Now the men are demasculized, demasculized, if I could say that. Now you are looking for masculine men, and there are none. And the ones that are, they don't care about this country, man. So this place has basically, destroyed itself, so to speak. So yeah, let's play it.
Businesses have to buy
Rocky,
things
man.
and pay for
Yeah.
things. That's called corporate payments. We've been simplifying and controlling corporate payments for over 20
They
years.
gotta
helping
make
companies
you watch
spend
the damn
less.
ad too.
That's why
man.
our name is
It's
Corpay.
crazy.
As an S&P 500 company with 800,000 customers worldwide, handling over 1.7
Satan,
billion
boy.
transactions every year, you
Salakia.
can handle almost any payment need your business has. It's not complicated. It's Corpay, the smarter corporate payments company. Check us out.
So why is the military recruitment in this country such a mess? That's just what one of the topics Fox and Friends Weekend coach Pete Hexas addresses in his new book, War on Warriors: Behind the Betrayal of the Men Who Keep Us Free, which is out today, and you should pick it up. In the book, Pete Wright.
That's right. It's out today, and a portion of it is about recruiting. Why aren't guys joining? And I wrote, we can't wait to recruit our largest and most important military demo until a crisis occurs. That's normal, strong men. But that's just what the Biden woke policies have done. A social justice military fails to recruit the masculine men who make up our warrior class. No wonder there is a massive recruiting crisis in our military today, and there is.
So, Pete, let's explore some of the stuff that's in this book.
Yeah.
I'm on page 112. Let's go to the next wall. All right, so these are the recruitment numbers right here. We had a segment a few weeks ago, and they said that it's actually going up, but there's deeper numbers.
So these are 2023 numbers. They're all down. Army,
Okay.
and if you're down 15,000 troops, that's a division. That's a division that you haven't staffed with young privates. So Navy's down, Air Force is down. Marine Corps meets it because it's a little bit, their ads are a little bit more, hey,
And this country is this country is divided. And it's gonna continue to be divided, inside and out.
you the proud. The Marines in 2024, they say they're going to meet their goals because they're reducing the goal number.
Okay, gotcha.
They're taking the number down, say, oh, we don't need as many troops.
So when they say they're on pace, it's because the number has changed.
Yeah, they lower the standards, like everywhere else in the military. Lower the standards.
So there's also the 77% of military Americans do not qualify.
And they are recruiting transmissions. You know, if you know what I mean. They anybody can join. Anybody can fight now. Right? Anybody can fight. You know? It doesn't matter, man. Come as you are.
So while Bond focuses a lot on urgent cases, we still see tons of preventive.
So why is the military?
And if you're down 15,000 troops, that's a division. We don't need as many troops.
So when they say they're on, so there's also the 77% of military Americans do not qualify. Why don't they?
So this is what you hear from the Pentagon all the time, Lawrence.
Okay.
Well, the reason we're not meeting our standards is because 77% of young people can't join. That's legit. I mean, we're too fat. We're not smart enough. You got medical records and other criminal records. 77% of 18-year-old kids can't join the military. That's a problem in and of itself. But that's a number.
And why is that? Because America is a piece of shit country, man. Right? And when it's speaking about those males can't join, that's talking about you so-called Negroes, because most of our people they've been locked up, they got a record, then you got obesity at an all-time high. So, where's the soldiers at? Ain't no soldiers, man. And it don't matter anyway, because this country is on its way out.
That's more or less been the same for over a decade.
So this is not new.
This is not new, but it's a real reason. But when they tell you that is the reason, it's not the only reason, Lawrence.
So let's get into why.
Yes, that's the big thing. The big reason is they're observing the types of recruiting ads and efforts that this military is pushing. Some folks who've seen this network might remember this ad from the military. Watch this.
This is the story of a soldier who operates your nation's Patriot missile defense systems. It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age.
So does this?
I missed the recruitment effort.
Does this inspire you?
No.
All those young men in Kentucky and Ohio and all of them, they say, "Oh yeah, that's the army I want to join." They missed the mark. It's just like a Bud Light moment, Lawrence. We don't want those frat boys. We want a different type of demo. Well, there are only so many ladies with two mommies that want to join the army. You need normal, masculine men that want, and women that want to join to fill our ranks, and always have.
Real quickly, Pete, when did this sort of push start? How long has this been going on?
This started under Obama, but it's been on hyperspeed under Biden. I mean, Trump paused it. And
Jake Coonan, man. You fucking Jake's a Coonan, man.
he said in our interview with him, I want to get rid of woke military. I believe he will, and recruiting will come back as a result of that. But Lawrence, there are other reasons why too. So this is not just the ads. You saw the vaccine mandate pushed out a lot of conservative Christian, folks that by principle didn't want to do that. The debacle in Afghanistan, they looked at how our military was treated, how that was handled. Then, of course, military families, Lawrence, we were talking about this before the segment.
I'm the first generation not to serve.
32% in 2023 of military families are recommending that the next generation serve. That's way down.
But why is that happening? Because I hear from SF guys, obviously my family who all served told me not to serve.
Yeah.
People that love the country but are encouraging their kids not to serve. Why is that happening?
Because they've seen the military change. They don't want their kids signing up to join an institution that doesn't reflect their values, that doesn't put meritocracy and lethality first. They're tinkering with social engineering. And as a result, the cream of the crop isn't rising. So the guys who have been there, done there, been to Iraq, Afghanistan, Guantanamo Bay, they say, I don't know if I want my 5 boys joining or not. That's why I end the book with a chapter that says the letter to my sons. Do I want you to serve or not? get the book and you'll hear what I recommend. But
I'm
it's a
halfway
tough
through
question.
the book. You should get it. It's rocking the seams of the Pentagon right now because they don't know what's in it, or do they know what's in it? Thank you, Pete. You should get it today.
I got word that an advanced copy did make its way over there to a few people. They're not happy. I mean, but this can change. That's why I love this institution. I love the military. I love the Army. I want it to be the best. Let's change it. This book's trying to do that.
Someone that loves the country, that wants to save it and save our young men as well.
Thanks, Lawrence.
So you heard it, man. You heard it. So, hey, let's get this last one. We're going to shut it down. This is Revelations chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, has become the habitation of the devil and the hole of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird, man. So, Babylon the Great is a circus. People are confused. People are out of shape, out of whack, and there ain't no more soldiers. You just heard it. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? So that's what all these nations once were. They were all in league with America, Babylon the Great. Now you see them all departing and angry and ready to blow America, Babylon the Great off the map. Let's jump to 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have remembered her iniquities. Talking about America, right? It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which he hath filled to her double. So America's about to be judged for all the wickedness that they've done against the chosen people, who are the Israelites, who consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she have said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. But she is going to see sorrow. She's about to see her complete end and her judgment. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her, man. So that's who's judging America, Babylon the Great. Why? Because America is very prideful, man. America is very goddamn prideful, man. And the people in America are prideful. But this is going to happen in an instant, man. So, hey, your best bet, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, is to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, before it's too late. So I just wanted to touch on that. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing to elect with other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until the next lesson, Shalom.